clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guy's trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, but this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. You've been watching the NFL on E!